Hi, I'm back with another of my Pulp Hero journals. This is Lamont Cranston, or Kent Allard, who is the Shadow. Again, my journals are usually themed. That's just the way my brain works. And I did one of these earlier, and it didn't really come out so great, so I'm trying a new video. Hopefully it looks better. This is just a craft card cover, and open it up. And I have in here a beautiful image of the Shadow and a newspaper article. The Shadow had an assumed name. It was in the Pulp's Kent Allard, and he took on the persona of Lamont Cranston, who was sort of kind of like a Batman guy. You know, he was affluent, son or business owner by day, and by night he was a crime fighter. I have an illustration from the cover of a Pulp. This is one of the covers of a Pulp. It's hand drawn. Every one that I make has a different illustration on it, so they're not, the same for everybody. This is a receipt from the Cobalt Club. The Cobalt Club was a club in the Pulp stories, a prominent role. Here's also a book of matches from the Cobalt Club that I've made. It's all cardboard. And it opens up, if I can get it open. My fingers are not working today. And there's matchsticks in here, and it says, "You look like you lost your best friend," which is a line from one of the stories. This is a picture I found of a World War I flyer, which Kent Allard was in World War I. And this dude, I think, looks a lot like the Shadow, who always had his face covered. And if you cover his face, I think he's got the same, like the eyes and the nose of the Shadow. Pretty cool. I'm sorry to this guy. He's really a hero, a British flyer. There's some quotes throughout which were also attributed to the Shadow. The Shadow was able to, had hypnotic powers, and he was able to meld men's minds. Here I have an envelope in here, and I made some ID cards, one for Kent Allard and one for Lamont Cranston. It was said that they looked close enough alike that they could be confused for each other in reality. Here I have, this is about stopping a pulse. This is also hypnotism, which the Shadow was, again, I said, interested in that. There's some charms and things like this. Image here, I like to do like a little pop-up. It says, "Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?" The Shadow knows. This is a picture, it says, of Chinatown in 1933, and Sherwin Khan was one of the main villains in The Shadow. The Shadow, he pretty much killed everybody. There rarely was not reoccurring characters, but Sherwin Khan was one of them. Here I have a little file in the center, and inside I have some cards. So this is Benedict Stark, who was also another repeating character. He was known as the Prince of Evil. And here's Sherwin Khan, and there's a picture of him from the cover of one of the Pulps. So it's pretty cute. I love the images from these covers. He wore that big, fedora, so there's a thing about a hat in there. This little receipt. Plenty of spaces for people to write more of their own stories and quotes from the Shadow. There's just a key. Right hand. He had a girlfriend, Margot Lane, from 1933. Margot. Another cover of the Shadow. Another beautiful image from the Shadow cover. And I have a hanky, Lamont Cranston monogrammed hanky, and a little note. That's it. That's my Lamont Cranston Shadow Junk Journal.